What's up, y'all? We just got the latest chapter of Ichi the Witch, and I'm not gonna lie, man, this chapter was pretty damn sad. I mean, really sad. We actually find out a little bit about Dez's backstory, and I wasn't expecting it to hit like this. So we did get hints of this a couple of chapters ago, but some of y'all may have overlooked it. I know I did, but remember when Dez was encountering the world hater Magic Beast for the very first time, and he made the statement like, yo, you know, that mountain I wiped out before, was it a loved one? Is it angry or revenge you're seeking? And it turns out, it seems like Dez's brother was actually there, and her brother was fascinated with magic, even though he couldn't use it, or at least appears that he couldn't use magic. He was fascinated by it. And it looked like he was warped out of existence by the world hater Magic Beast. Now, when you look at her brother, he resembles Ichi. Like, they almost look exactly the same, except he had like a metal shard on the tip of his hair. So when she looks at Ichi, that's who she sees. That's who she's been seeing this whole time, her brother. And that might explain why the relationship between the two of them kind of felt like a brother-sister as opposed to someone who was falling for Ichi. You know, Megumi, what's her name? Megumi? It seems like Kagumi. Seems like she's falling for Ichi, like love interest wise. But when it comes to Dez and Ichi, it felt more like a brother sister, just how they bickered and fight with one another. And now we know why, because she viewed him as her little brother. And just to see how much she's grown to care about him in this chapter, I know I was saying in previous videos, like, I feel like the witches may be up to something, but not just Dez. It feels like all the witches genuinely care about Ichi's well-being, and I was mistaken. And maybe the reason why they were acting like this towards Ichi, where I was sensing that maybe they were up to something, is because they felt sorry for him, because they knew his future from the prophecy Magic Beast. And I don't know. I want to see a colorized version of that Magic Beast. I'm just very curious how her outfit really looks in color. But we got it where the chapter starts, where she's actually talking to the leader of the witches, as well as Dez, and the girl who is Kagumi's leader. I can't think of her name right now. But you got it where the leader of the witches says, like, yo, you spoke nothing about Ichi dying once he acquired the world hater Magic Beast. And she was like, yeah, that one just popped up recently. That's fresh out the oven. That perhaps I just encountered that vision due to them encountering one another. But yeah, I just recently received that image in my dreams. And so yes, he will die once he accumulates the world hater Magic Beast. But then you have it where the prophecy Magic Beast says, like, yo, that's just one human sacrificing his life to save the world. I feel like that's not that bad of a deal. And of course, she's looking at it from a logical point of view, but you got it where it seems as if the leader of the witch still doesn't want to lose anybody. And that's why I say I was wrong. It seems as if she truly cares about Ichi as well, because you have it where she slams her hand down on the desk and she seems very frustrated at what the prophecy was that was given to her from this Magic Beast. You even have it where she goes to say, like, Dez, don't tell anybody else. Well, she says you four, like the four people that's in the room, don't tell anyone else about this. And then you got it where she says, like, yo, inform Ichi once he awakens of this situation. Now, she could have very well said, keep this a secret from Ichi as well, so that it won't change the fate that he's supposed to, you know, live out. But no, she said, tell him as well, because he must know. And I think that was very noble of the leader, but you could see in her face that she's kind of upset about this situation. But then it jumps to Dez, and she's in a bar, she's having drinks, and she looks like it's something's weighing heavily on her mind. And us as the readers, we're not really sure what's going on. You have it where Tallgeese appear before her, and Tallgeese says, like, yo, what's going on? You getting drunk? Like, yo, I'm not going to carry you out of here if you get too drunk to move, or too drunk to stand up. And then you have it where she was like, yo, you came here too, so obviously you want to get drunk. And you got it where Tallgeese is thinking about her inner circle and how she just got the mushroom Magic Beast acquired. And that mushroom is in there giving mushrooms to everybody in her magic circle, getting them all high and stuff. I think that's hilarious as hell. I was dying laughing when I seen that panel. But you got it where, you know, Dez tells her, well, you acquired the mushroom Magic Beast, so you won the bet. And then even Togi says, like, yo, I'm not a fool. I know what I saw. I saw Ichi pretty much ignoring me as well as the mushroom in order to take on the world hater. And you got it where, Dez goes to say, I mean, not Dez, but Togis goes to say, it's like, yo, I'm concerned about you. I know he reminds you of, your brother. Like the more time you spend around him, the more you're gonna see him as your brother. And I believe her brother name was Libro. Libro, I believe his name was, and she was like, "Yeah, the more time you spend around Ichi, the more you're gonna think of him as your little brother." And you see an image of him. You see him actually wanting to play with her spell books and stuff. Then you actually just see a picture of him being warped away. It looks kind of crazy, and this is why Des has been acting so sad and why she's getting drunk right now, because she knows Ichi will die at some point. And then you have it where Togis tells her like, "Yo, if this is too much for you, I get it, I understand, but we can trade places where I can be the one who trains with Ichi or leads him down the path that he's going on, as opposed to it being you because of what you suffered from in the past." And I wonder if we're going to see more of the backstory of Des and what happened with her brother. I mean, we know he got warped out of existence, but if we're going to see more details revolving that situation, because I would love to see what happened. I would love to know what happened. So hopefully we get that. But you got it where she's drinking, she gets up and she, pretty much walks off from Togis. And then you see her go into the room where you have Ichi and Kagumi like playing cards together, and she asks Ichi to come here. She takes him and sit him before a spread of food and says like, "Yo, would you like to eat with me? Like, eat with me." And then of course Ichi instantly says like, "Yo, what, are you sick or something? You sharing food? That don't sound like you." And then you got it like, "Yo, shut up or I'll throw the food in your face." Another hilarious moment, and you can see that she really truly sees him as a brother. And then she asks him if he's okay in doing what he said he would do yesterday. And he goes to say like, "Yeah, every day for me, pretty much, I've been living day by day, wondering how I was going to acquire food. It was pretty much hunt every day. He had to hunt to eat in order to survive. And there was always a chance that whatever he tried to hunt may actually hurt him, as well as him being someone else's prey in the forest." So he's like, "Yo, it's always been like that. Me planning for the future, that's never been my thing." He's like, "I don't want to die, but if it happens, it is what it is." And it shows why he's kind of a noble person. I feel like that right there made her connect with him even more. And you have it where he says like, "Yo, I'm fascinated by these magic beasts. I think they're amazing. And so it's okay if I end up losing my life to save the world." And then you have it where she looks at him and says like, "Yo, I want you to be my family." And I'm guessing she wants to see him as her little brother. She might even give him like the medallion piece that she got on her hair, because this looks similar to what her brother had. And I'm very curious if her brother was really her brother, or if it was a situation where she met this little kid who liked it magic, and maybe even he could have did magic as well, and she chose to adopt him, but for whatever reason he got warped out by the world hater. And maybe the same situation is happening with Ichi, where she wants to adopt him as her brother, and maybe she was never real brothers with these people. It could be, I could be wrong, but I'm just very curious about it. That's why I say I really want more information and more details on her backstory. Hopefully we get it at some point in the future, but man, this was a sad one. This was a real sad chapter. But let me know your thoughts on this one down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.